What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Rewind Theater for the upcoming movie Pixels. I'm Damon Hatfield, joined by Sam Claiborne.
What's up, Damon? We already did this.
Well, yeah, we rewound the first trailer where we saw a bunch of this early footage here. So
right, the beginning and end of this trailer is kind of the same as before. So you can watch our old one and get so much information on this trailer.
But in the middle of this trailer, we get some new info, new images from the film.
Yeah, we found a little bit about the movie, and then we are going to point out some cool stuff we saw in the background about, concerning old arcade games and the things that Damon and I like very much. In this scene, we get introduced to one of the characters in the movie, which is, we'll see later, he's the Centipede high school record holder. I know some cool things here. There's the Commodore 64 disk drive over there in the corner on top of some Apple disk drives. Love those things. Fond memories of playing those. We got an oscilloscope here on the right. This guy clearly is involved in old software and games, but you can see there's a kind of conspiracy theory that's woven throughout this trailer. And in this one it says, is the government spying on you through your TV? We're going to see a lot more imagery of conspiracy. Again, this is from the last trailer. The movie is about giant...
About aliens.
About aliens.
Misinterpreting our time capsule that we sent into space.
Right. That's
from 1982, thinking it was a hostile threat. And so they've sort of formed their own video game characters out of pixels and sent them here to destroy us.
Right. So here's another scene with, again, conspiracy stuff in the background. Elvis spotted. We froze Walt Disney. There seems to be some kind of Ghostbusters-like firehouse where all these guys are based out of. I mean, this movie is very Ghostbusters to me.
Yeah, Adam Sandler is supposed to be the Pac-Man high score champion, right?
Yeah,
and it looks like he works at some sort of equivalent to Geek Squad.
So we're going to see those characters introduced. This is kind of a character trailer. So we've already gone through this footage. One thing we're going to notice this time is that Q*bert there is actually not hurting people. I don't believe, because he seems to be a little bit lost and confused here. Yeah. We're going to see he kind of ends up being a Slimer character.
Yeah.
We need video game expertise.
Do you know what control panel this is?
I don't, actually.
Well, you can tell by right there in the middle is the hyperspace button.
Okay, so he's playing Defender.
It's it's Asteroids. And Hyperspace is the name of the Asteroids song in the Buckner Garcia record, Pac-Man Fever.
Gotcha.
Which is one of our favorite records ever. Hyperspace, push on the button, you're back in the race. There's lyrics to that song.
There you go.
So we know Asteroids is going to be involved in this. All other Atari games are too. Here's a cool scene of military people playing all the arcade games.
So Space Invaders.
Yeah, from left to
Galaga, or what's this? That's Centipede.
Centipede.
Galaga. Q*bert, and then more Centipede.
Centipedes and Galagas.
Yeah.
All the way back.
Pac-Man.
And then some Donkey Kongs in the back of that middle row.
Donkey Kong.
And then Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. And then there's also some kind of military computer setups there that we're going to see in the background of some other scenes. So they're not using like an arcade full of classic arcade games. They're using games that they've licensed specifically for this movie, which I've noticed. Like you wouldn't see like Wizard of War or Gauntlet or something in this scene.
There you go.
But we have pole position.
Yeah, pole position and Space Invaders on the right. Apparently, Peter Dinklage is so good he can play two games at the same time.
Yep, he's going to.
Are his tattoos video game related? I can't even really tell on his left arm there. Yeah,
I was looking at those too. I can't really see what they are. That probably wouldn't be too hard to play pole position and Space Invaders.
So Peter Dinklage's character is supposed to hold the high score in Donkey Kong. Do you think with this mullet he's supposed to be a Billy Mitchell type character?
Yeah, probably. I wonder if Billy Mitchell will actually be in the movie. I know something cool here. That life bar on Adam Sandler's jacket is the Castlevania life bar.
Interesting. And then it looks like they're using like Q*bert.
I mean, it's also kind of a general life bar from games, but like that's
exactly what it looks like. What about Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, maybe it's similar to that. They're both Konami games, right? So no,
Ninja
Gaiden,
Tecmo, sorry.
Tecmo, yeah.
Sam Brenner, Pac-Man.
We've seen some of these scenes. You know what was a little bit annoying to me about this scene here is that screen there is clearly not like an arcade monitor. It's either superimposed or a flat screen. And I guess it's just so it reads a little bit better.
World champion. What's that?
So this is where I did a little bit of research on this. Wait, did we already get the number for Pac-Man World Champion?
Yeah. Okay, let me you can also use the arrows to.
I know.
You know,
it's just like
this might be more precise.
We're actually using arcade controls here. It's
yep.
That
Hit the hyperspace button.
Asteroids control panel is a little bit overwhelming.
So this is a legitimate Pac-Man high score.
Yeah, this is actually the maximum score you can achieve in Pac-Man. Like you can't get a higher score than this. The first person that got this score was Billy Mitchell in 1999, and this is what you get when you get to the final key in the game. And he was the first person to get it. Other people have gotten there, and now it's kind of a test of time. What else I noticed here? Look at that. Pac-Man 1982 edition?
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
I know.
There's no such thing as Pac-Man 1982
Exactly.
edition. What did happen in 1982 is that the time capsule was sent in this movie, and the Pac-Man TV show came on.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, 1982 is when Miss Pac-Man came out.
Yeah, 82, yeah. So that doesn't make much sense to me. And Miss Pac-Man's not in this movie. Miss Pac-Man is not really recognized very much by Namco.
Yeah.
Who owns Pac-Man.
It's an American creation.
Because Midway created it in America. Actually, hackers made it, technically. So this is the actual Centipede high score achieved in 2004 by Jim Schneider, which is kind of cool. To the number. That's the real high score in
pretty cool.
Centipede right now. Which is that's unbelievable. I mean, I can't imagine that high score. I can't get more than like 75K in Centipede.
So they got the quarters up there.
How nice that control panel is and everything. Some of these games, they had somebody come in and just do a really nice restoration on old games, or at least their props. But yeah, I like the quarters lined up there. That's a beautiful Centipede cabinet, though. Love that. We're going to see a lot of Centipede action in this trailer, too.
So known as
Your worst nightmare. Eddie Plant.
All right, so Eddie Plant.
Why is he in jail?
I don't know. So if you've seen The King of Kong, which I highly recommend, one of my favorite video game movies of all time, right up there with The Last Starfighter.
Oh yeah,
too.
I mean,
very
also a
movies.
documentary.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe we don't know yet. Eddie Plant is playing the Donkey Kong High Score champion. This is actually held by Hank Chen still. He took it from Steve Wiebe. So Steve Wiebe and Billy Mitchell obviously went back and forth. Then Steve Wiebe has had to defend his high score for a while. Hank Chen, I believe a doctor in New York, currently has the high score. And that's it. That's this high score to this day. He got it in 2011.
That's really cool.
King of Donkey.
I noticed here, I mean, I could talk about this all day, but that button that he's hitting there, and that's a reproduction button because Nintendo buttons are very tall. It's a little bit different on Donkey Kong machines. I've restored a Donkey Kong and a Centipede, so I'm all over this. So the big action point in this trailer is the attack on Centipede. And it's kind of funny because in Centipede, the really high-scoring strategy, which I'm even unable to do, is to make this column of mushrooms. So it's like, you can shoot out the mushrooms,
right,
and then the Centipede bounces back and forth between them. So if you can make this perfect column between two of the digits at the top of the screen, the Centipede will start there and just come down there, and you can just hit it and channel it. Now, the big disruptor in that is the fleas, which come down, and also the spider, which is worth a lot, too. That's my high strategy there for Centipede.
Best way to play.
Best way to play.
you're welcome.
Yeah,
The only way to take down Pac-Man is with
So,
ghosts.
You want ghosts?
from here on out, it's stuff we've already covered.
Are your
Everything.
ghosts-
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. It's
Oh,
the-
but we haven't seen them
it's
working with
Pac-Man.
Kubert yet.
Yes, so we're going to see that finally. I just saw a little bit of Kubert in that scene there.
Yeah.
This is a little weird.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here.
Yeah, there is, of course, a Smurfs game on Atari
Yeah.
from maybe 1982.
Yeah, I
should
wonder.
have looked
Not
that
sure the
up.
exact year.
That game is really difficult. I have bad memories of that game. So there's a killing a Smurf joke here.
Don't tell anybody I killed the Smurf.
Hilarious. There
we
you go.
So we got a little picture of Kubert as an ally here. Kubert was a star. In 1982, 1983, Kubert got really big, and it was a Gottlieb character, which I thought was interesting. That's a big pinball maker. They didn't make a whole lot of arcade games.
And I think they were like owned by Universal, and that was transferred over to Sony. So Sony now owns the rights to Kubert. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's interesting.
Oh, there you go. So
Now, I don't know why she's pixelated.
yeah, it's kind of a strange effect too, because she doesn't look like like a 3D figure. It just looks like they pixelated the video, kind of
Yeah.
in a strange way here. No idea what's going on with this character.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Street Fighter reference or a fighting game thing. It doesn't look like it's licensed.
We got this. If we don't, the world ends.
So this concludes, I think, with the kind of like that. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat. Pretty neat. He's going backwards in the car
We
too.
have to take the battle to
Dug in.
Yeah. So this looks like the it's very again like Slimer and
You
Ghostbusters.
can see
right?
Kubert only speaks in curse words, I think.
Yeah.
Like bleeped out curse words. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that in the movie.
You know what's interesting is that at this point he says they're going to take the battle to them.
Yeah. So then they
So-
go into the Donkey Kong.
So we hadn't seen
Game.
that yet. So this
Yeah.
is actually inside, the level, the first level of Donkey Kong.
One game you suck at.
So why don't they have Peter Dinklage with them?
I don't know. probably going to be a major plot point. He's probably going to come in and save them at the end. So this is actually a scene with a man playing Professor Toru Yutani, who's actually going to be at the Pac-Man 35th anniversary that IGN is covering very soon. So check in for our Pac-Man coverage.
When is that?
It's in about 2 weeks. It's at the Pac-Man restaurant in Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Which I've read about a little bit. But yeah, we have a freelancer going. We're gonna have some interviews with the creator of Pac-Man. So look out for that, and all of your classic arcade news. And we love talking about old video games here.
Oh yeah.
So
we find a way to do it every day.
Yes, keep checking back for more on Pixels, and we'll be talking more about this trailer, and more trailers, and probably we'll talk about the movie when it comes out. So see you then.